as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Texans. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Get your money. Get your money.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
On the ready. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Slam, slam, slam.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the... First play, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. That's a screen. Pass. Shift, shift. Fight.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go. 50, plant. Look at me. Door, door. Greystone, travel. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready, ready. Pilot,
64, weak. 10 too soft. Hey, Sam off.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch edge. Check.
Ready?
On first down, here's Breida. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship. Hey, 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Here's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch that end. Tight end right.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Washington.
20 up. 46. 46 to Mike. Don't say nothing.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. DeAndre Carter is deep for the Texans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check your hot read.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 months.
Now back to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
So let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1st down, Redskins.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get your swerve on. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come on, D. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch, switch, switch.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But
he's got a man complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 66 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. So we got man.
Back to throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
26 Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's a up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
26, Mike, 27.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Black. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll set up a throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
On the double.
26, Mike. Cut. Watch the twist. Bravo.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready?
26, Mike.
Hey, orbit.
26, Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
26, Mike. He can't go.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Geis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to step
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Redskin first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is Geis. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run, Montgomery. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Pollard again. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Redskins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. third down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Montgomery. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Ty Montgomery unable to get to the marker. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Must 56.